Hey there! Ever found yourself strolling through the vibrant streets of Mexico, humming along with banda playing in the background, munching on some street tacos, and suddenly thinking, man, should I open a bank account here? I mean, if you're planning to stick around for a bit like the temporary resident you are then, it might seem like a no-brainer, right? Having a local bank account can make stuff like paying rent, handling bills, or even diving into bigger commitments, like snagging a cozy little beachfront property, a tad easier. Plus, it might give you some brownie points if you're thinking of setting roots down here for the long haul. But let me tell you, it's not all sunshine and margaritas. Opening a bank account here can be a bit of a roller coaster. First, there's the whole deal with paperwork, and loads of it. Then, navigating through the maze of potential fees, trying to keep that minimum balance they suddenly sprung on you, and occasionally playing charades because not everything's in English. It can get messy, and sometimes those sneaky little charges can dip into your taco fund, which is a big no-no in my books. Now here's where things get interesting. I've been soaking up the Mexican sun and culture for over 3 years, and I haven't opened a local bank account. Yup, you heard right. While a Mexican bank might sound tempting, I've found my groove, and it's working wonders. I've managed to live, laugh, and love my way around without the bank account drama. Curious about my secret sauce? Sure, let's dive into this one-of-a-kind financial secret weapon I will boast about. My trusty Charles Schwab checking account. It's like having a financial buddy who's got my back when it's time to pay the things I can't slap on my credit card, like rent, electricity bills, and Wi-Fi, which can easily tally up to $1,000 a month. Now, I'm all about credit cards. They're great for building your credit score, and they come with that sweet fraud protection, and you can even earn credit card points. But sometimes, cash is king, and that's when Charles comes into play. Why Charles Schwab, you ask? It's like the Swiss Army knife of banking, man. No foreign transaction fees, top-notch exchange rates, and it gives back those pesky ATM fees. Once I had an ATM in Mexico charge me $10 to get my hands on my cash. Charles just shrugged and gave it right back at the end of the month. And here's the kicker: you don't need a monthly deposit, minimum balance, or a gazillion debit transactions. You can leave just a smidgen of cash in there, and they won't nickel and dime you with maintenance fees like major banks like Chase or Bank of America would. They're playing a different game. Let me tell you another reason why you should have a Charles Schwab card if you are in a foreign country. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Picture me, strolling through Bali, Indonesia with $800 my pocket. Sounds like a blast, right? Well, the exchange rate for the Indonesian currency is like $1 to a bazillion rupiahs. Not really, but you get the drift. I ended up with a skyscraper of cash stacks, and while I was counting the pile, the person at the exchange desk swiped a couple of stacks. $100 gone. Poof! That's when I realized. Cash might be king, but Charles is the emperor. Going back in time, I should have just opened a Charles Schwab account and withdrew money from an ATM directly so I would not get scammed. The only downside to a Charles Schwab account? A measly interest rate, less than 0.5% as of this video. But let me spill some more tea. I keep the majority of my emergency funds and extra dough in a SoFi savings account, where I'm raking in 4.5% interest. 2 weeks before the bills are due, I send what I need to Charles, pay my way through, and repeat the cycle over again. It's like a well-choreographed dance, my friend. To open a Charles Schwab checking account, you will also need to open an investor account. And if you're wondering about the whole investor checking account thing, don't sweat it. Charles Schwab is big on brokerage, but it's no biggie if you're not into that investing your money with Schwab. It's just a little requirement they have that you have both. The only thing you have to do is fund it with about $25 from an external bank like SoFi or Bank of America. But hey, whether you're team local bank or rocking with Schwab like yours truly, it's all about finding what fits your lifestyle and priorities. And if you found this insight helpful or even just entertaining, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more juicy tidbits on achieving financial independence by living in Mexico. Join the modern backpacker community and let's navigate this journey together. Remember, it's not just about the destination, but the adventures and hiccups along the way. Stay curious, my friends, and I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers!